Sullivan unwilling to open the bunch up, playing safety shot in that way. Can he get underneath it enough to screw the cue ball around the back of all of those? I think that's pointing the cue downwards. Playing the cue ball back to the other end of the table here. So it doesn't matter so much when you miss them.
One.
Having said that, just one red sticking out. Sullivan's chance to get into the bunch here. Doesn't need a second invitation to play these shots. Just slid off them slightly.
Nice.
It's the cue ball there. Whatever bite he was meant to get on the cue ball wasn't on it, and it went into the side of the bunch.
Right, Sullivan, 9.
But he's the quicker of the two at the moment.
Very thin. Still managed it though. Good shot.
1. Five. 6.
Quarterfinals 2002. Mark Selby still a teenager, and he won 5-3.
14.
That was the tournament where he was he was seen by myself and others in the hotel reception at 1 in the morning, trying to get transport down to the venue to play a match at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He thought it was afternoon, didn't notice it was pitch black, so jet lagged as he looks to get into them.
Yes, is that available, that red to the left corner?
21.
His demeanour suggests it might not be. Sullivan might feel that things could have been worse from the shot that Selby got in from. It's not going to hurt him greatly, that little
Mark
break.
Selby, 21.
Finishes it off with a good safety shot though. I don't know which side of the blue he's trying to go, but going into it like that, might have been trying to swing the cue all right round wide of it.
1.
At least he's got the red near the pocket, which helps.
Seven.
Go the other side.
Fourteen.
just feel he's never quite been in control of this break. Yeah, and he's eventually missed.
Mark Selby, 14.
No, I think you're right, Dave. Good observation. He was just potting one ball at a time without any real fluency in between.
It was a good chance when he came to the table.
1.
Well, that seemed to kick. It hasn't stopped the ball going in. Cue ball jumped up in the air. Well, how does he finish there?
8.
A lot of things happened on that shot. The blue, then he glanced off the side of the bunch, developed those. Now if this bottom red goes in, he's missed a few into that pocket, you know.
Bernard Sullivan, 8.
Well, it didn't make any difference to the pot.
Well, it's a very good pot.
1.
Where's he going to end up, though? Big shot, this. Played very confidently now. This is a chance to win the frame. The earlier chance never really quite happened.
3.
There'll be no excuse, I think, this time, should he not win the frame from here.
And then there is the prospect, of course, of pulling away into a substantial lead in the second half. There's also the prospect, of course, of O'Sullivan coming back at him. But first things first, get this frame won.
12.
Just a couple of safety errors from O'Sullivan have contributed. Trying to get the white on the back cushion on that last shot, didn't quite get it to the cushion. Selby knocked in the red.
Twenty.
I think it's a fair reflection of play.
25.
3-1 Selby.
Yeah, of course he made the century, 102 in frame 3. Leads by 45 with 35 on. 3 snookers required. Always the chance of the free ball with the last red. But he's sort of forcing O'Sullivan into potting it.
One. Eight. For Sullivan, 8.
Good effort. I think this is a little different. There's every reason to believe most players would play on here. Certainly Selby would have done if it was him. Because, as you say, he was forced into potting the red. Whereas he'd like to have kept it on the table. O'Sullivan, the free ball and all of that. Of course, the free ball counts for a lot more with the red on the table.
Well, it's never not interesting when these two play, whatever the match, but certainly finals carry an extra spice.
He's just got to score better, I think. He hasn't really competed as well in that department. He hasn't had any brilliant chances. Safety's not been as good as Selby's. Selby's potted a couple more long balls, so everything's got to improve. Kind of in keeping with how his week has been. Been just playing in snatches, really.
Two.
Yeah, 3-1, I think, definitely is a fair reflection of what we've seen.
Mark Selby, 2.
Surely now, this fourth frame will be over.
Three. Seven.
Remember, it's first to 9 to win the Scottish Open. Mark Selby looking to defend the title and win ranking event number 19 of his career.
12. Mark Selby, 12.
Sullivan still not giving it up. Seems in 2020 not conceding when you've lost is in fashion.
I think we should be going off 15 minutes now, personally.
Six.
Well, thank goodness the pink went in, and thank goodness the cue ball didn't, because the frame is over. And Mark Selby, clearly the happier of the two as the players head to the interval. He's going to make his point by playing the black. It's all part of the little bit of spice that's in this match.
Mark Selby, 6.
Well,
the frame